This is wartime, Lord, I'm tryna get my spirit right, yeah. Building up my strength, I'm getting ready for the fight, yeah. Making sacrifices cause I want eternal life, yeah. If I want the kingdom, I know that gon' be the price, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road, hey, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road.
Sacrifice, living sacrifice. Put my body on the line till it's paradise. You been gambling with your soul like a paradise. You gon' crap out real soon, living for your vice. And I want Christ, I want meaning, I wanna shine and they gon' see me. I want power over the heathen, I need a throne for every season. Lord, forgive me for all of my grievance. I wanna see my enemies bleeding, trying to live forever. Kill my members, I had to sever.
This is wartime, Lord, I'm tryna get my spirit right, yeah. Building up my strength, I'm getting ready for the fight, yeah. Making sacrifices cause I want eternal life, yeah. If I want the kingdom, I know that gon' be the price, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road, hey, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road. Summertime, we at it on the street, huh? Purple shirt, black pants, I got the boots on my feet, huh? Breathing fire, we gon' make them feel like heat, huh? My sword doing damage when I pull it out the sheet, huh? Playing with me while you playing with me, dog. Bringing out the scriptures, we gon' burn them with the law. If a demon run up on me, ain't gon' let us see them all. Hey, this KJV, I gotta sing it like Jamal. This is wartime, Lord, I'm tryna get my spirit right, yeah. Building up my strength, I'm getting ready for the fight, yeah. Making sacrifices cause I want eternal life, yeah. If I want the kingdom, I know that gon' be the price, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road, hey, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road.
This is war, listen, this is war. Clenching on my sword, when we blissing, give me more. I got so much work to do, more than I ever knew before. Flesh been winning for years, it's time we even up the score. This for the poor, this for the meek, this for the captive, this for the weak, this for the lost, this for the sheep. House of Israel, none to compete, we the elite, puzzle complete, new man perfect, in the Messiah. Drinking the water, spirit on fire, killing the earth, and turn me up higher, amen.
Wartime, Lord, I'm tryna get my spirit right, yeah. Building up my strength, I'm getting ready for the fight, yeah. Making sacrifices cause I want eternal life, yeah. If I want the kingdom, I know that gon' be the price, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road, hey, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road.
I'm out, clear the coast. When we pull up with that coast, he gon' ghost. He talking beef, I got that fire, he gon' get roast. Even if he kill me, that's a victory with a toast.
This is war, is you with it or you not? And if you with it, better give it all you got.
Army of the living God, we never fold. 144 tough class, we on the road.
This is wartime, Lord, I'm tryna get my spirit right, yeah. Building up my strength, I'm getting ready for the fight, yeah. Making sacrifices cause I want eternal life, yeah. If I want the kingdom, I know that gon' be the price, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road, hey, yeah. Kill my body, can I kill my soul? Stay doing the work, you know that we be on the road.
I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's biblical rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but this is a war zone.
This is a war zone.
Yes, this is a war zone. Hey, tell them we need our advances, and if they ain't got it, then they gotta double up. The payback is troublesome. Prove my identity. If you need scriptures, then we got 100 of them. Ain't risking my freedom, cause I never had that. Descendant of God. Even if this was tennis, boy, you couldn't match that. Striked out, we the light, and you couldn't match that. The Sabbath is here, the building was swole, Boy, you know we packed that. I know know they tired of the songs of repentance. I know they praying the Lord don't revenge us. I know I might lose it all if I'm sinning. I know the ending been fixed from beginning, but hey, your pastor really a heathen. What has he really been teaching? I'm back on my grizzy, but oops, I mean spiritually. I gotta keep my foot right on the net. It wasn't just physically, destroyed us mentally. Now we just coming to cash in our check. My people rap about cars and baguettes. My people still got them chains on their neck.
Talk about freedom, but what is this freedom you speak?
How you scream freedom and we in the war? We beg for mercy and they kill us more. We think they changed from what they did before. You trust in them and I trust in the Lord. I can't forget what they did to my father. I can't forget what they did to our mother.
Hey, I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's biblical rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but this is a war zone. Yes, this is a war zone.
Trey A, still young. Got a lot of fight in this dog. Never run when it's war. Gotta bite with a spark. Gotta bring the light to the dark. And the brights go hard like Flint water. Better pay respect to a guard. Never left a tour. Seen a lot of death in this war. Got a vest in the sword. Still stressing them boys. The devil head on no detours. Had to get it from the ground. No B-boy. Israel united, and Christ be the engine. We teach you repentance, don't get destroyed. Gotta get it for the kingdom, and I need that. Can't look back, can't relapse. I ride with the bishops, won't quit till it's finished. A lion of Judah, no kitty cat. Now pick up the news, we are the Jews. We got the proof, deacon the booth. Beat up the track like I beat up these doomies. Hand on their neck, man, I'm bad like I'm Ruben. And flexing on D, and you know what we do. Heathens be wishing we cool, we got the juice. Packing and bagging the fruit, yeah, we in the street with the truth. And this body done grew, hey, now I'm gon' ride with the crew. It's a car with it like they lose. Agents of Satan, these Edomites do, and I'm applying the pressure like Jesus would do. And they hating me, they can keep hating me. We got advantage, the angels is loose. Ain't no excuse. You can choose life or a noose. I'm willing to die with the truth. Judah.
I'm in the battle for life. I gotta fight for my right. That's biblical rights, not physical rights. They blinded your sight. You think that they for you, but this is a war zone. Yes, this is a war zone.
Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Yeah. Go give me my sword. Leave me alone. I'm in the zone. Walk in the building like give me my throne. You want the smoke, then it comes to the dome. I take over Texas and make it my home. Skirt, boom, fly through the room. Fly in a ship that look just like cartoon. You want the smoke, we got armies on moons. The Lord get an order, we move to the tune. 12 never lacking from Texas to Jackson. We been about action, the South be a faction. We got the numbers to make you a fraction. My Bible is precept, now that's really matching. Go to the place where they put us on ships. Throw it the power, I summon a whip. Don't do no talking, I gave all the options. Now give me my Bible and let's get it poppin'. Shout out to Dallas that beat a platoon. Look to the east and then back for the boom. We been up fighting from 12 until noon. I'll burn a big house and then find all the coons.
Hey, step to the base. Move like a homie, let's go just a base. I wanna take out your range. Your hands over God, then get out the way.
Let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to
You be a soldier, an officer, teacher, a reader, a flyer, a mic and a speaker. I gotta beseech him, I cut him, then pass it to deacon. The captain gon' feed him, and bishop gon' lead him. He bleeding, fatigued, anemic. Your pastor been dancing with demons. He fought like the season is treason. When brothers believing, they turning to leeches. Them times been screeching. Pull up and go, wartime. No zodiac, look at them 4 signs. It's Caesar and Jesus, a kingdom you need to be seeking and looking for your tribe. I got Judah and Ephraim and Hill. Bible got secrets to heal. Bringing it closer, it's near. Shifting it, changing the gear. Breaking and changing no fear. Making it plain and it's clear. Upright, just around getting the foresight. Seeing the vision right from the beginning, but these niggas playing like Fortnite. We gotta repent for real. I want to stamp the seal, bearing the sword, the shield. If it's a war, it's a kill. As it is written, you been through the deal. Take
Let's go
that.
to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to
Let's go to war. Enemies scoffing and scheming. That scripture that we said before. Pull up and hop out with Bibles and precepts and cut up the demons like give them some more. Christ coming back with a legion, redeeming the people, the nation, deceiving a war. And get them power to break all the heathen with a rod of iron, make them bleed and destroy. Get your faith fixed. Christians still stuck in the matrix. Your pastor for profit, a teacher for hire. Yeah, he a magician that play tricks. And we put in work, yeah, great bricks. And the South, the best man, Tay Diggs. And we from the bottom, yeah, straight out the mud. And we ready for rest like day 6. Now gather the troops, purple shirts with the shine on their boots. Terrestrial till he give us a boost. Never hide, man, cause we on the news. The demons trying, but they know what to do. Romans 9, when I pull up on you. Verse 13, yeah, hey, eat them. And go make them bleed by the hands of the dirty South Kings. 12.
Let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war. Bring me my sword, let's go to war, let's go to war, let's go to war.
Shalom. Welcome to the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. I'm Officer Dunn, and to my right,
Officer has to die.
To his right,
Officer Jair.
To his right,
Officer Jonah.
To his right,
Officer Jokanan.
Officer Yakanan.
Jokanan.
Hey, y'all, we're going to get it in tonight. Hey, what's that title? It's the Panama Deception.
Yeah.
The Canal Takeover. Hey, we got to understand that Panama is a place where they do trade, where ships come in, dock, and go out. They leave out with all kind of goods, right? So let's get the scripture, Genesis 49 and 13.
Let's go. The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Zebulun.
Zebulun. So right there tells you Panamanians are from the tribe of Zebulun.
Come on.
All right, let's hear the prophecy. Read that.
Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea.
The haven of the sea, meaning they're going to dwell at the seashores. The seashore, right? That's the borderline where between land and sea, right? Read on.
And he shall be for an haven for ships.
A place where ships can come and dock, right? Load up goods and then leave back out. All right? They created what they call the Panama Canal, right? Which is a point between the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. Read on.
And his border shall be unto Zidon.
Unto Zidon. That thing goes all the way to what we call today Lebanon. All right? Let's get the first video. Let's pull that up. Let's get that first video. We're going to go into a little bit of the history.
Most of us think we are fairly familiar.
Come on, y'all. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Familiar with the borders of the countries of South America. However, they have changed a lot over time. Back in the 1820s, you could go from Panama in Central America as far as Caracas, Quito, and Bogota without ever crossing a border. You see, between 1819 and 1831, the modern-day countries of Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela were all one country named Gran Colombia, Great Colombia. The nation emerged out of the wars of independence against Spanish colonial rule in the Americas, which had been underway since 1808. It was the brainchild of Simon Bolivar, the hero of the South American independence movements. His vision was for Gran Colombia to expand to include other countries, like Peru, that would make up a kind of United States of Latin America. Unfortunately, within a few years, the various groups descended into squabbling over regional interests, and Gran Colombia collapsed in 1831, just 12 years after it was first created.
As we continue on in the show, we're going to see that it was America who came in, right, and divided the country. Because at first it was called Gran Colombia under Simon Bolivar. He united Venezuela, Ecuador, and Panama. But as we play on, we're going to go into the history to see exactly what happened. Now, let's look at Gran Colombia. All right? Let's look into that. Let's pull up that next article. Gran Colombia. Let's read that.
Gran Colombia. Short-lived republic, 1819 to 1830. Formerly the Viceroyalty of New Granada, including roughly the modern nations of Colombia, Panama, Venezuela, and Ecuador. In the context of their war for independence from Spain, revolutionary forces in northern South America led by Simón Bolívar laid the basis for a regular government at a Congress in Angostura, now Ciudad Bolívar, Venezuela, in 1819. Their republic was definitely organized at the definitely organized at the Congress of Cucuta in 1821. Before then, the government had been military and highly centralized, with direct executive power exercised by regional vice presidents while President Bolívar was campaigning. It was reorganized as a centralized representative republic with its capital at Bogota. Bolívar became president and Francisco de Paula Santander vice president. The Constitution also called for a bicameral legislature elected from the three regions of the republic.
All right, so stroll back down. Let's look at that map right there so we can see what it looked like. That was Gran Colombia right there. Simón or Simon Bolivar united these countries here into one, Gran Colombia. So we just wanted to go into a little bit of history on that. Any of you officers got anything?
I just think it's crazy when you look at it. It said they wanted to, well, first of all, Gran Colombia, the name Colombia itself is coming from Christopher Columbus. So right then and there, they're basing their identity off the colonizer that came in and took that whole land. But then you look at it, they said they were trying to base themselves off the United States of America. So our people can't stop chasing after the ways of the oppressor. You feel me?
Bring it out.
Yeah. Also, on Panama, Gran Colombia, when it was a engineer from France that he knew how to break the Canal, is the same guy who did the Suez Canal on Egypt. It was the same engineer. So he came to Panama Canal saying, I can make this happen because they knew that whoever controlled the sea, the Spaniards came, they came other countries, but United States say, if you control the sea, you can control the world. So they wanted to know, they want to go an easy way from the Atlantic to the Pacific, like you say.
Right, and we're going to go into that. We're going to go into that in this next video, and we're going to see. So they had the revolution, and they was ruling their own country for a while. And then we're going to see in this video, the gold rush came. And then France, right, they wanted to make a deal with the government of Gran Colombia. So let's play this next video, and let's start to see what happened. After they started to construct the Panama Canal. It's going into what you was talking about, right? So let's play that.
Most of us think we are fairly familiar with the borders of the countries of South America. However, they have changed a lot over time. Back in the 1820s, you could go from Panama in Central America as far as Caracas, Quito, and Bogota without ever crossing a border. You see, between 1819 and 1831, the modern-day countries of Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela were all one country named Gran Colombia, Great Colombia. The nation...
Oh, bro, you playing the same videos. It's supposed to be building the Panama Canal. Come on, y'all. What you doing back there?
The brother back there is from Panama. He's Zebulun. No, you ain't finna talk over me. Nah, pause that. No, pause that.
Why he wouldn't pause the video,
get this
bro?
work. You finna get this work. You
right
from Panama. Why you don't want to bring out Panama? And that's Northern Kingdom for you. Why you got to do everything? All right, go back.
19th century, the California gold rush brought thousands of settlers to America's west coast.
So here
But
you see you talking
gold
about the California gold rush, but play on.
may have been easier than transporting it back east. The only hope for avoiding a grueling 6-month wagon journey was to travel the narrowest portion of the continent, the 48-kilometer Isthmus of Panama. By 1855, a railroad spanning the region significantly shortened.
So you see they built a railroad spanning the region where the water routes were going before the canal was built. So on one side of Panama, you got the Pacific Ocean, and the other side, you got the Atlantic Ocean. So they'll come, dock, use the trains to transport goods to the other side. Play on.
Trip, but unloading and reloading ships at each port cost time and money. To truly connect these two bodies of water, shipping interests needed a canal, a continuous maritime passage through the isthmus. The first attempt at this colossal construction project was taken up.
Let's go.
In 1881 by French diplomat Ferdinand de Lesseps.
All right, Ferdinand de Lesseps. Let's look into see who he is. Let's pull up that article. Read that. That's who you was talking about, Officer Yaganan.
That's the same guy that built the Suez Canal in Egypt.
Right. Let's read that and see what's going on.
French control of the Panama Canal was an attempted endeavor from 1881 to 1889, led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, which failed due to tropical diseases, engineering challenges, financial fraud, and lack of investors' confidence, ultimately resulting in the company's bankruptcy and loss of 20,000 lives.
It was actually tens of thousands of lives lost in that. Go ahead, read on.
The French were granted rights by Colombia.
We know those lives were.
Yeah, right. Come on. You got to bring that out. Yeah, you got to bring out who died.
Blacks as bad as the Native Americans.
Exactly.
Come on. Right? Hey, what's that scripture we should be giving it to another people? Let's pull that. Yeah. Deuteronomy 28.
Let's go. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So our sons and daughters was given to the French at this time as labor workers, slaves, right, to try to construct this canal, which killed tens of thousands of our people. Read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And we couldn't do nothing about it. We can look, but we couldn't do nothing about it. Read on.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And we had no might in our hands. No might in our hands. And this was after the revolution.
Right.
Right? This was after Spain had left and they gained independence.
Yeah, this was like 90 years later.
Right.
Matter of fact, no, it's 50 years later. So even then, you see, the Esau is always trying to find a foothold in the different countries where we are, whether it be Africa or South America, Central America. They're always looking to come and take our resources. Go back.
All right, let's go back.
The French were granted rights by Colombia, but the terrain was unsuitable for their sea-level Suez Canal model. The United States then took over the project in 1904, completing it in 1914 under the management of Theodore Roosevelt.
All right. Now let's look at the treaty that they had, the French treaty that they had with Gran Colombia. Let's take a look at that. It's labeled French Treaty. French Treaty. French Treaty. It's called WISC Concession Treaty. Not this one.
Oh, Weiss, the Weiss concession.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Hey, that brother ain't Zebulun. He's secretly Judah.
What's going on with
He's
him back
secretly Judah. He trying to vex Ephraim.
Not Judah. He's not Judah.
You're right. You Zebulun. I forgot. This brother is Zebulun. Him. He's Panamanian.
Thou shalt not lie.
Ain't nobody lying. Go ahead. The Weiss Concession was a March 20, 1878 treaty negotiated by Lucien N.B. Weiss with the Colombian government, granting the French-led Société Civile exclusive rights for 99 years.
For how long?
99 years.
That was the agreement, that they was going to build a canal and they was going to have rights for 99 years. But read on.
To build an interoceanic canal across the Isthmus of Panama. The concession was crucial for the failed French attempt to build the Panama Canal, but was later acquired by the United States, which eventually built and operated the Panama Canal under the High Bunu Varia Treaty of 1903.
Now let's look into that treaty. We're gonna look into that treaty next.
Hey, officer, you know what this show? Because it say the French, it was a failed attempt to build the Panama Canal, but this show you that who picked it right back up. The United States,
Babylon.
And continued it and then succeeded in building it, telling you all Edomite countries or nations are on one accord. They're the same people, the Edomites in the Bible.
Right, because Gran Colombia at the time, they didn't have no say-so. We're going to find out that later. No say-so in America coming in with this treaty right here. And this treaty, when we read the American treaty, it says that they can be there indefinitely. So let's look at the treaty. It's called.
Come on.
Let's see what it's called. Pull up that treaty.
Come on. Come on.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll do it. The High.
Let him do that.
Come on. The High Banovaria Treaty was a 1903 agreement that granted the United States perpetual control over a 10-mile wide strip of land for the Panama Canal Zone in exchange for a $10 million payment to Panama and an annual $250,000 annuity. Negotiated by U.S. Secretary of State John.
How much was it?
in exchange for a $10 million payment to Panama and an annual $250,000 annuity.
Hey, which is nothing.
Breadcrumbs.
Which is nothing because you see in the video how much money they're saving by eliminating the ship drop off and pickup at each side of the border. $10 million and an annual payment to Panama is, like you said, is breadcrumbs compared to how much they making.
You get people that's freaking shooting hoops that making 10 times that. That ain't nothing. This is running their whole economy right now.
Yeah, because when you think about it, is it adjusted for inflation?
Nah.
Is that $250,000 a day or like? Because that is crazy work.
Hey,
they robbing them
blind. Hey, was that it?
He negotiated by U.S. Secretary of State John Hay and Panamanian Representative Felipe Benua. The treaty was signed shortly after Panama's independence from Colombia, which was supported by the U.S. The U.S. gained the right to construct, fortify, and govern the Canal Zone, which became instrumental in global trade and the nation's strategic interests.
Now we're going to see how they got in there. Because they had to divide Gran Colombia to get in there. They had to create a coup, right, to destabilize the country and split up the countries. Like they always do.
Like, not this good, white man.
Exactly. Hey, since then, they've been doing it from then on, you're going to see.
Well, to your point, that the same French guy, he's the one who actually, they was planning to do the same canal in Nicaragua. United States wanted to do it in Nicaragua, but it was volcanoes on the road. He said, hey, you can do it here, but they say, hey, but Gran Colombia is not going to let us come to there. But he told Panama, because they want the independence from Gran Colombia, say, hey, I can make sure you independence. But I said, you're French. I said, don't worry about it. I got United States to back us up, and you can get your independence if you let us get made the canal.
Right, because Nicaragua, they had a revolution, I think, around 1979.
Come on!
Right, and that's when the Iran-Contra scandal. So they used the Contra, right, to put down the revolution.
Noriega.
Yes.
Real Noriega.
All this all ties together. So you're right, officer. We got all this in there as well. Because America, boy, I'm telling you, devils. Let's play the next video, The Origins of Panama.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the boom right there. Donate to the Booster Club. Help us travel. What you said? Help us travel all throughout the world to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel. Donate, y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Right.
What if I told you the creation of the Panama Canal began with a controversial act of U.S. intervention that changed the map forever? In 1903, the United States helped Panama gain independence from Colombia, but it wasn't out of pure goodwill. The real motive? Securing control of the Panama Canal Zone, a crucial trade route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean.
So right there tells you America's intentions. Secure the Panama Canal.
Right. Ain't no white man ever gonna do something to benefit us without them getting some in the reward. It's never for us.
Come on!
I mean, they never do something solely for the purpose of bettering our lives. If something's good happened to us, it's because it has to for them to get something. And we're just gonna show you what it's gonna be.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Even in that, when you see, because basically what Esau did was use the lack of unity between the people in Panama and the rest of Gran Colombia.
Bring it
but
out.
Even that in and of itself was God, because the rest of Gran Colombia, what tribe are they? They Asher. But what is Panama? Zebulun. So right there, he said, nah, this ain't me. I'm dividing this. So y'all know y'all Zebulun over here and y'all Asher. That's crazy work.
Right on. Hey, play on.
When Colombia refused to give the U.S. rights to the land, American forces supported a rebellion in Panama.
Right there. They refused to give them rights to the land. They supported a rebellion. No, they went in and destabilized the country, right, and divided Gran Colombia.
Bring it out.
All these slick, smooth words they use. They supported a rebellion. Nah, they came and caused havoc so they can take what they want in Panama.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. They cause havoc because how they get to be there forever on that treaty, it's indefinite.
That in and of it's perpetual, meaning I ain't never got to leave here.
Never.
This is my backyard. I own you. Basically, Panama is in Panamanians. You are not free.
All right.
You are not free. You are enslaved to America.
Right. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:49.
Let's go. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49.
Come on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
So a nation came against our brothers in Gran, Colombia. Well, the Spaniards came earlier. We thought we got our independence. But guess what? This nation that came against us said, nah, because we're supposed to be thriving. Right? We got everything that all these other rich countries have. Right? We have seashores, we have oil, we have minerals, we have everything, right, to be the richest country on the world.
To be self-sustaining.
South America have everything to be self-sustaining. Right, you're right. But guess what? The other nation came against us. Read it again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. When the eagle see his prey, he does not hesitate. He dives down and attack. Read.
Whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We didn't understand the tongue of the Englishmen, of the Frenchmen. Right?
Hey, officer, even to that point, you got to think about what type of language would be in that treaty or that contract to where a people would willingly give up possession of their own land forever.
Ever.
That's like, you got to see that they came in with deception. We don't understand what they talking.
Right. The deception started in the beginning.
Bring it out.
It's always been deception. They've always been deceiving the people. Read on.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Tens of thousands were killed, died, murdered, building this canal. Old and young. Read.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of the land. All the resources of the land goes to America now. Read.
Until thou be destroyed.
Until what?
Until thou be destroyed.
Read.
Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil.
We're gonna be there forever. Right? We're gonna take complete control over everything. We ain't gonna leave you nothing. Hey, read on.
Or the increase of thy kine, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Now South America is one of the poorest countries on earth.
Bring it out.
Considered to be a third world country.
Damn.
Let's go back to the video.
Splitting the territory from Colombia. Within days, Panama declared independence and the U.S. gained control of the Canal Zone. While the canal became an engineering marvel and economic lifeline, Colombia was left bitter over the loss of its valuable land.
See, right there, they was left bitter after that. They know they ain't have no control, so that's gonna move forward into like revolutions that were that took place. Because America owned everything. They had no say-so in nothing, which is crazy. Hey, and you officers got anything? I got restrictions.
Yeah, officer, that's why Donald Trump, he say, I got to take it back. He's the one to take the benefit. He want to take the whole canal.
What's it, like a Habakkuk 2 and 5, talking about how the white man is everywhere. He can go into any type of landmass and just take over. Right? Go to, I think it's Habakkuk 2 and 5. Let's see. Yeah.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Let's go.
Yea,
Start at verse 4.
Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
It's talking about the wicked, the so-called white man. It says this man is not upright. His soul ain't right. He's evil. Go to verse 5.
Verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man.
And there's what?
He is a proud man.
Keep going.
Neither keepeth at home.
It's telling the devil don't keep out homies in everybody business. Right, but they project him as Jesus Christ today. No, this is the same people that's in every landmass, taking everybody's resources. They the devil. When you see a black man, a so-called African-American man go to freaking Iraq and take over.
Come on.
What landmass do we take over? What landmass do we judge? That's self-sustaining. No, it's not us. It's the white man. They taking over everything. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell. And is as death.
Because wherever he goes, wherever landmass he goes, death follows. War follows. What do they say? Support a rebellion. Right. No, y'all started that. Right. Y'all divided and conquered, pinned us against each other so y'all can enlarge your lands like death. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
And they are never satisfied. We know America's the world power, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Because in America, all nations is here. Right, you think America's for everyone, everyone's equal and everything like that, but no matter what, they're still getting the benefits. The countries we come from are poor as hell because they destroy it. His death falls everywhere this man goes. That's why the Bible calls them the devil.
Hey, watch this. This man is so proud that he'll come into the comment section on our live stream.
Come on!
And say all type of wild stuff.
Who that?
This Edomite, this devil.
What is that?
He talking mad crazy in here. But yeah, you are right, John. America is a cult. You are correct. The United States of America is a cult that has indoctrinated the world and stolen land, just like Jim Jones, and they kill black and Hispanic and Native American people all around the world. You are correct, John. America is a cult. Right. You're correct. Hey, congratulations.
Hey, can I get a script? Can I get you got something, officer?
Man, hey, I was going to help him out with his judgment, man.
Come on. Go ahead, bring it up.
Let's get Ezekiel 35.
Come on.
Let's pull that out.
You want verse 5?
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5.
Read.
Because thou hast had perpetual hatred.
That's that word perpetual again. What's that? Everlasting hatred. Hey, the so-called white man has had everlasting hatred for the children of Israel. That's you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And have did what?
Has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
They've been shedding our bloods for hundreds of years.
To this day.
Hundreds of years, and still to this day. Shedding our blood. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
How they did it?
By the force of the sword.
By the sword. Read.
In the time of their calamity. And the time that their iniquity had an end.
It had an end. Hey, the slavery was over. It was supposed to be over. But guess what? You had crafty counsel, right? Deception, coups, turning people against each other. Hey, you did all kind of crafty counsel against the children of Israel. And the Lord said, because of that, read.
Therefore, as I live
on my
life. Come on, me.
Come on.
As long as I live, read.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
The Lord is preparing you unto blood. Unto blood. Read.
And blood shall pursue thee.
Blood is coming to pursue you soon. Blood is coming to pursue you. Read.
Sit thou hast not hated blood.
You hadn't hated blood. You love blood. That's how you conquer, slaughter, destroy, take over lands. You love blood because that's how you do it with war, with the sword. You didn't hate blood. He said, because what?
Since thou hast not hated blood.
Since you have not hated blood, read.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Blood is coming for you. Blood is coming for you.
Hey, we undoing what the white man has done, which is try and pin us against one another.
Bring it out.
That's what the white man is really mad at. Because like you noticed, they told Asher that y'all need to be liberated from Zebulun. But yet now the white man has rulership over your canal and your land perpetually. And now we're poor. Now what we're doing is telling Asher, Zebulun, Issachar, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, that we are the Israelites and to not trust the damn white man any longer. That's what they mad at. Never trust thine enemies. We done trusting the white man. We coming back together as the 12 tribes. You understand?
Right.
Hey,
come on.
Also, Don, even to your point in when it says in the time that their iniquity had an end, we often bring that out for Southern Kingdom, for Judah after slavery. But when we looking at Panama and what they call it, Gran Colombia, that was the end of their slavery. The end of their slavery from Spain. And what did America do? The same thing they did to Judah. They came in the land and said, nah, we're going to have to throw them chains on you again, playboy. We're going to have to get you. We own you. So he got to go. John, you got to go, bruh. Sorry, man. You got to go.
Hey, your time almost up, bruh.
It's almost over for you.
Hey, just live it up, man. It's 10 o'clock at night, man.
That's crazy. Hey,
go do something.
Bro, yeah, it's late at night. You on our stream talking mad crazy. You don't want to go do something with yourself?
You know what it is? You one of them two-time losers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that's tough. To be poor in your own kingdom, that's tough. Damn.
It might be 11 where he is. Who cares?
Yeah. All right, let's continue the video.
A lasting scar in its foreign relations. The story of how Panama was carved out is a stark reminder of the power politics that shaped the modern world.
Right, the story of this, right, is an example how they're gonna move forward in the future and shape the modern world.
Bring it out.
All right, now let's get the Panama deception. We're gonna start at 3:12.
And what's heavy about what you're bringing out, officer, is because Bishop Yawasab goes into this all the time. He goes into the evils that America did that a lot of people do not know. So it's heavy that you bring in this. Yeah, it's swept under the rug. The what it say? The hidden things of Esau are searched out.
Right. All right, we're gonna start at 3:12.
On December 19th, 1989, while Panamanians were getting ready for the Christmas holidays, the United States was secretly mobilizing 26,000 troops for a midnight attack.
Helicopters approaching. They were close. The lights went out and the helicopters began to shoot.
People were running left and right without direction, without knowing where they were going. It wasn't just machine gun fire.
So you can see they
invaded
Panama in 1989. Now this treaty, the first treaty was 1903. It's 1989 now. What you got?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, because oftentimes we look back and we see like when America went into Iraq with like Desert Storm and stuff, it looked like the same thing. How come nobody talks about that America literally invaded Panama?
Come on!
Literally, that's an invasion. Them bombs dropping. If bombs were to drop on any other country, Like Amalek be dropping bombs on them Palestinians. Like Russians, like them Russians be dropping on the Ukrainians. If that were any other people besides the children of Israel, everybody be talking about it. But the whole world is confederate to make sure that we at the bottom.
Right. It goes into, like you said, officer, it goes into the media. They control everything you hear in America and you learn is controlled by the oppressor. They're not going to tell you the evils they do. They got to make themselves look like the heroes. Hey, we're going here because they got weapons of mass destruction. You know what I mean? They say that. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Right, but you don't know that these people is innocent. They just want their resources. They want to control the canal. They don't tell you that type of stuff. We live in a bubble today because of the propaganda and the media that's pushed on us today.
Officer, it's the same thing they do in Wounded Knee when they drop the bombs over there in the reservations. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
The same thing they did. The treaty they did, and then they attack him again.
Mm-hmm. This they pattern.
It's their playbook.
That's the playbook, the MO. You're going to see, though. Let's play on. We're going to go to the stop
the
it.
Noise was frightening.
You could hear gunfire coming from all directions and a strange noise that we had never heard before. People were frightened, running, wondering what was going on. The sky was completely red and there was a tremor you could feel throughout the city.
The invasion was swift, intense, and merciless. When it was over, thousands lay dead and wounded, and the country was in shambles.
You see that? Thousands lay dead. Thousands lay dead.
Look at that.
And wounded.
Put that imagery back up. Look at that. Them tanks. Whose tanks them is? You see that? That's a flag on his arm. That's a U.S. flag.
Right. This is an invasion. Right, and as we play on, we're going to see what led up to this invasion. Play on.
Millions of U.S. tax dollars were swallowed up in 3 days of brutal violence. The strategy was considered a stunning military and political success.
Where we at on time? Y'all got to pay attention. All right, now let's see what led up to this invasion. We're going to start at the next timestamp. And pay attention back there. No, start at the next time, 9:35. Let's get it together back there, y'all.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We got 106 people in the live chat right now. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe. Share everywhere. Everybody got to know this information.
We should have 106 likes.
Come on.
All right, let's play.
New racial underclass.
They created an apartheid system in Panama, a system that was based on racial segregation, where black people could not live in the same homes, where black people could not even use the same water fountain.
Now, this apartheid system was going on since 1903, since the first American treaty.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to say, Officer, that's when America first came in,
right,
and was like, we finna take this.
Right. So they were never good for the people of Panama. Play on.
The Jim Crow law that was practiced in the southern part of the United States was implemented in Panama by the United States
So
government.
the same laws that the so-called blacks went through in America, they had in Panama.
Bomb.
We went through the same atrocities.
Right. That's the Jeremiah 50:33. Our brothers, the Southern Kingdom, the so-called blacks, you know what I mean? We had a lot of hate towards our Northern Kingdom brothers, so-called Hispanics. No, we the same people. We've been through the same exact stuff. I said they had Jim Crow. We went through the same oppression, but we look at it like we different because our skin tone. That's crazy, but we worship the white man.
Right. And apartheid, right? They moved on with apartheid. It was all the way to South Africa, everywhere.
And that's the thing. That's why Bishop Nathaniel bring it out. Deacon Ithon bring it out. Y'all on that FBA, that foundational Black American stuff, you gotta shut that up. Yeah, that's you just picking your slave master some more. We the same people, no matter if you from Denver, Colorado, New York, Panama, Mexico, Nigeria, South America, if you in India, if you in Indonesia, we are the same people going through the same thing, being oppressed by the same devil. Jeremiah 50:33. Yeah, read that.
Bring it out.
Me, I guess. Come on. You're yelling at me from behind the thing. I was just like, yes, scripture, let's do it. Read that. Jeremiah 50:33.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33.
Let's go.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah.
The children of Israel is you so-called Panamanians, you so-called Colombians, you so-called Venezuelans, you so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, the Northern Kingdom, you are Israel. Read that again.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah.
The children of Judah, so-called blacks, the blacks in America, the blacks in Haiti, the blacks in the Caribbean, all throughout Africa, all throughout the world. Read.
We're oppressed together.
We're oppressed together. The same white man that put us on a boat on the west coast of Africa, in Europe, brought us over to the Americas, is the same white man that went all throughout South America oppressing us. Read.
Right. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
This is an example. America going into Panama and being like, this my land now, that's them putting us back in slavery and saying, you cannot go nowhere, you're not free. I don't care what Spain said. Right. You belong to me now. And that's the importance of us making sure we donate to the Booster Club. So Bishop Nathaniel, the bishops, the deacons, the captains, all the officers, the men going, the prophets going throughout the world to bring the Israel and Judah back together. One stick.
Right.
Hey, shout out to the Booster Club, because we just came back from Panama, right? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you in the spirit with this topic. All right.
All praises. Hey, Bishop been mentioning it in his class, so y'all, make sure y'all watch the Panama Deception. All right? Hey, let's continue. We're going to go to the timestamp.
After the canal was completed in 1913, the United States continued to expand its military presence and tighten its grip on Panamanian politics. Violent confrontations between Panamanians and the U.S. military grew in the decades that followed. Tensions peaked in 1964 when students tried to exercise Panama's right to fly its flag in the canal zone.
They couldn't even fly their flag up. Hey, that's crazy. That's oppression. Play on.
Hey, officer, but you notice what the decade that happened in, right? The 60s.
Yep.
It took Judah to rise up in the United States, followed by you got your AIM, your Brown Berets, and you even had Northern Kingdom rising up in Panama at the same time.
I believe with Judah rising up, it also influenced other countries as well, because you had the Iranian Revolution in the 70s. You had a lot of other stuff rising up as well.
That's
Judah
heavy.
has been a big influence around the world.
Judah set the culture. Matter of fact, even when you look at what's going on with Amalek right now, oftentimes they try to tie in what Amalek is doing to the Arabs over there to the way America mistreats us. So they base everything off the way America has abused Judah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, let's play on.
21 Panamanians were killed and hundreds were wounded in the confrontation. In 1968, Panama's government was overthrown in a military coup. Omar Torrijos, a colonel in the National
Omar
Guard...
Torrijos, that's an important figure right there. Omar Torrijos. He initiated social reform, right, amongst the people, right, the lower class, because they had, remember, they had apartheid. So he had the people to rise up. Play on.
Emerged as the new leader of Panama. Although he used repressive measures to consolidate his power, he became immensely popular. Torrijos introduced an unexpected period of social reform that benefited Panama's majority population of blacks, Indians, and mestizos.
It created what some people call...
Stop. So black Indians and mestizos, that's all Israel. That's all. That's another thing Esau liked to do, that divide and conquer. Even after they separated off Panama, they were like, okay, you're black because you were taken from Africa. You're Indian because you were native to here, and you're a mestizo because you're a mutt, you're mixed. No, you're all Israel. You are all the tribe of Zebulun. They're throwing that in there. Monkey
Right,
wrench.
but he united them. Play on.
Populist reformist process.
Umberto Brown, an administrator at the State University of New York, served as a Panamanian diplomat to the United Nations. He was educated in Panama during the Torrijos period.
Where for first time in Panama, you had a participation of the non-oligarchical people of the nation. Where people like myself get opportunity to go to university, get a degree, where the peasants, where people from the mestizo, where all the people who were deprived an opportunity for once in our life were playing important roles in our nation.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That brother who was just talking looked like Officer Benji. Shout out to Officer
funny. I was
Benji.
say the same thing.
Officer Benji from Panama too. All crazies. Go, yeah, right. That's crazy work. All right, go back.
In 1978, relations between the United States and Panama reached a high point. Jimmy Carter and Omar Torrijos negotiated treaties that abolished the 1903 treaty, establishing a new relationship between the two countries.
All right, where we at? Come on back there. Hey, so what was his name? Omar Torrijos?
Torrijos, yep.
Right. He was a really strong leader in the community. Right? So he did have relationships with the United States, but he didn't play. Like, he was not a puppet. So let's look at the treaty the Carter Treaty. Torrijos Carter Treaty. Let's look at that. What happened?
The Torrijos Carter treaties are two 1977 agreements signed by U.S. President Jimmy Carter and Panamanian leader Omar Torrijos, which set the terms for the gradual transfer of the Panama Canal and its surrounding territory from the United States to Panama by the end of 1999, while also establishing the canal's permanent neutrality.
So it's supposed to what? It's supposed to transfer
terms for the gradual transfer of the Panama Canal and its surrounding territory
and the surrounding territories
from the United States to Panama by the end of 1999.
So everything's supposed to be transferred back over to the Panamanian people by 1999. Read.
While also establishing the canal's permanent neutrality and the U.S. right to defend it. These treaties resolve long-standing tensions over U.S. control of the strategic waterway, symbolized a shift in U.S.-Latin American relations, and marked the regained sovereignty of Panama over its territory.
Okay. So basically this treaty took over the Hay Bennu Barilla Treaty. Did I pronounce that right?
The Torrijos?
The Torrijos Carter Treaty took over the Hay Bennu Barilla Treaty.
Come on.
The treaty that they made in 1903. That took this over, Panama was going to gain control of the Panama Canal and its surrounding territories. All right, now let's start again. Let's play the video again at the next timestamp, 12:20, or continue.
The Carter-Torrijos treaties required the United States to vacate its military bases and withdraw its troops by the year 2000. Full control of the canal and the canal zone would be turned over to Panama. Although these new treaties were a source of pride for Panamanians, many conservatives in the United States had vehemently opposed them.
Of course, the United States opposed it.
Uh-oh, hey,
Yeah,
look at
there's your
that.
man.
It's the devil. No, go back. Put the devil on the screen. That guy, Satan.
Ronald Reagan.
Damn.
Exactly. Because this was some heavy times in the 70s because you had the, what is it called, Nicaragua Revolution.
Come on!
Then you had the Panama Revolution. Actually, they was trying to unite Central America. And then you, at the same time, you had the Iranian Revolution, right? And then you had Iraq. They used Iraq to go into Iran while they was secretly funding Iran and Iraq at the same time, using Iraq, right, so that Iraq could be bankrupt. Once Iraq was bankrupt, Iraq went into Kuwait, which is called the Gulf War,
And tried.
right? And then that was a strategy, though. So since then, after that, the U.S. has been in Kuwait. They has been in Saudi Arabia. They use all this as a staging ground for future wars and future
conflicts,
conquests, and conflicts.
Hey, Officer Don, you know it's heavy. So you talk about Nicaragua, right? So you brought up earlier the Sandinistas. So basically, they took cocaine from Nicaragua, and they brought it to Judah in America and started the crack epidemic, while taking that money to go pay Nicaragua, and then they took the guns and the money from that over to start the wars in Iran.
Right.
So all of that fueled in together. So the United States used the conflict that they created in Nicaragua to then start the crack epidemic for
In
black
America.
people in America.
And
Bring
to fund
it
Iran, right?
Yep.
And to fund the Contra militia.
Yeah, the Iran-Contra.
Right? And they use Noriega, right, as the scapegoat. And also the Iran-Contra scan. I think they say, you know what? Y'all gonna have to fall in this for America.
And you know it's crazy? Ronald Reagan is a war criminal. That is
Yeah.
a war criminal. But they passed it all off to Oliver North.
Right, which
And
was organized to
yeah,
do. They set
exactly.
that up to do.
Just like, hey, I ain't gonna get
Boy,
into
these
it.
people, hey.
The devil.
The devil play on. None of them went to prison.
Nah, yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, come on.
Play on.
Sovereign United States territory, just as much as Alaska is, as well as the states carved from the Louisiana Purchase. We bought it, we paid for it, and General Torrijos should be told we're going to keep it.
In November 1980, Ronald Reagan defeated Jimmy Carter in a landslide election victory. Eight months later, on the night of July 31st, 1981, Omar Torrijos was killed in a fiery plane crash.
Murdered.
The circumstances of the incident are unclear.
Not killed, murdered.
Right, they had to kill the strong man and put their man in place, who they thought would be the weaker man. But play on.
Authorities said that his plane crashed into the side of a mountain. But witnesses said that the plane exploded in flight. Although his death was officially declared an accident, many suspect that he was assassinated.
Oh,
Some
yeah, he
think-
was assassinated.
Hey, yeah, and you know it's crazy, officer. I forgot to mention this last week because we was going over Venezuela, right? So the president of Venezuela was Hugo Chavez. Hugo Chavez mysteriously died of some type of disease. But we know that the United States killed that brother and tried to destabilize Venezuela. That's the same thing you see here. That's they move. They move is go in, kill the leader, and make it an accident, put in their guy, and then they come in and pillage the resources.
Like you said, they run the same move, the same play every time. And black folk in America just so clueless.
Mm-hmm. And they always think that they can go in and kill the leaders and to destabilize any movement, any organization, any country. That's why they went in, destroyed the Black Panthers. From us, the Native American AIM,
right?
Young Lords.
Yeah, Young Lords, Brown Berets.
But even today, they went into Lebanon. They destroyed all the Hezbollah leadership, thinking that that's going to destroy the movement. They went into Iran and destroyed their leadership. So that tactic is destroy the leadership, destroy the movement.
Right.
But
Hey, and that's what they're gonna try to do to us. But guess
That's what they're
what?
gonna try to do to us.
It's not finna work. It's not. There ain't nothing you can do because this is gonna beat every type of plot or scam, any type of lies they push against us. It's gonna swallow up. What do they call it?
Swallow up the lies.
Yeah, the lies.
The flood.
The flood.
Yeah, and it's bigger because like Officer Jair said, it's not one leader. The bishops, the deacons, the captains, they raising up many leaders. You're gonna see 144,000 leaders take over this earth.
That's right. Right. That's 144,000 leaders. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, let's play on. They try to use this is the beginning where they try to use Noriega as a scapegoat.
That Manuel Noriega may have been involved. But many are convinced it was the CIA that was responsible.
I'm quite convinced that the CIA killed Torrijos. And this I know quite well because I work with Torrijos. And
Jose Chuchu Martinez was one of Torrijos' closest aides for many years.
they killed him precisely at the moment they had to kill him, at the moment that Torrijos was having a big influence over Central America.
He was having a big influence over Central America. This was the time during the revolution where they was trying to unite Central America. They had to kill him. They had to take out the, I forgot the name of that other government that they had in Nicaraguan, Sandinista government.
Yeah, the Sandinistas. So yeah, that was a part of the that quote unquote rebellion that they were trying to fund and move.
And they was taking them down, right? Because the U.S. had it was the U.S. influence. They was getting rid of the U.S. influence.
And yeah, exactly. The white man know how to play both sides, where he'll bring you up and then it'll be like, well, we don't need you anymore, so I got these guys over here gonna take care of you.
There you go. Play on.
Especially among the revolutionary movements. They killed Torrijos because Torrijos represented precisely a political solution of the whole Central American problem.
Waiting in the wings for his chance to take power was Colonel Manuel Noriega, the CIA's primary contact in Panama. Noriega was head of Panama's
Noriega
military...
was a CIA contact for the U.S. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 20.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 20. Let's go. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto.
So everything that we try to do, the Lord say, nah, I'm going to put a stop to it. You know why? Because we think we could do it without the Lord. We're in the condition that we're in today because we didn't keep the commandments. We think we can get out of the condition that we're in by not keeping the commandment. The Lord said, no. I'm going to bring to you cursing, vexations, and all that you set your hand to do. I'm going to put a stop to it. Read.
For to do until thou be destroyed.
Until what?
Until thou be destroyed.
We want to unite, right? We want to be able to prosper. We want to be able to have a independence, sovereignty. But the Lord said, no, you can't do it without me. You are the children of Israel.
Bring it out.
Read.
And until thou perish quickly.
Why?
Because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me.
We have forsaken the Lord. Northern Kingdom, we have forsaken the Lord. Everything we put our hands to do, the Lord put a stop to it. We got to wake up and realize that we are the children of Israel. We have to come back to the commandments of God. We got to come back to our heritage. Let's start at, and y'all got anything?
I do. You're gonna bring out the part with Bush, right?
It's gonna go on.
Okay. I can wait.
Let's bring up the next timestamp, 1659. It should have been ready.
Yeah, these people evil.
Noriega was able to outmaneuver his rivals, and in August of 1983, he became
even
commander
right there.
of...
Stop. outmaneuver his rivals. That's going into killing the people for power, killing his brothers so that he could be over them. That's when you look at it, it parallels the way Northern Kingdom especially was moving in the time of kings. Northern Kingdom kings would always kill one another to try to gain power, just like Officer Adon brought out, because of the wickedness of our doings. That's why God allows the white man to come in and steal our resources and kill us.
Bring it out.
The Panamanian military. As the Reagan administration expanded its covert war against the Sandinista government in Nicaragua.
Run that back. Run it back. Just a little bit. Just a smidgen. That's a small amount. Go ahead, play.
As the Reagan administration expanded its covert war against the Sandinista government in Nicaragua, Noriega became increasingly helpful.
Boom, right there. That's exactly what Officer Don just brought out. Ronald Reagan was waging a secret war against the people in Nicaragua and Panama, against the children of Israel, the tribe of Zebulun. Let me get Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. That was their whole goal. That was their whole mindset. And the thing about Esau, the so-called white man, he set his plans decades in advance. It don't just be, I think I'm going to get up and go take over this country today. He had already had that plan set in motion. You got me, Jonah?
Micah chapter 2, verse 1.
Let's go.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
God said destruction to them that devise, that sit on and just be like, invent ways to be evil. That's why God calls this man the wicked, because he sit there and think about, man, what's the most evil thing I can do? And work evil upon their beds, meaning Ronald Reagan and all his witches and his prognosticators, that's in the Bible. Yeah, that's in the Bible, because he had people that work with the devil to tell him how to go do these different things. Right. They sit and they go to sleep, and as they sleep, like regular people got regular dreams. They dream about how they could kill, murder, and steal.
Terror.
They got nightmares, but their nightmares are dreams to them. Read.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light,
as soon as the sun come up, it's 6 a.m, they hop up out the bed like, yo, let's get it going. Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
They practice it. They work it. They practice. Not the game.
Practice.
We talk about practice.
Training camp.
This is practice to them. Yeah. That's what Officer Don had brought out about this. When they did that in 1903, that would set up the world stage for them to do this all around the world. It's practice to them. Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
God has given the earth to this man to be the most evil creature we have ever seen. Read.
Come on.
And they covet fields.
And they what?
And they covet fields.
They covet Panama.
Right.
They covet the Panama Canal and the surrounding area. They covet Venezuela. They covet Colombia. They covet Nicaragua. They covet Africa, Australia,
the world, bro.
The space, everything,
right.
Palestine,
Mars.
all of that. Yeah, they covet Mars.
Everything, bro.
The bomb.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
How they take them?
By violence.
Covert war. Read.
And houses and take them away.
Go ahead.
So they oppress a man.
What they did to Nicaragua?
They oppress a man.
What they did to Panama?
They oppress a man.
What they do to Venezuela?
They oppress a man.
And Colombia?
Oppress a man.
Go ahead.
And his house.
Come on.
Even a man and his heritage.
To the point where God gave this land to us. That's how we know that Nicaraguans and Panamanians are the tribe of Zebulun, right. Because they have that access to the sea to do commerce. And he said, I'm going to oppress you and take this thing that God gave to you.
Right. Jump to verse 10.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10.
Because after all that being said, go ahead.
Arise ye and depart.
That's why we got to depart. Like Bishop kept on singing yesterday, the I will vote Donald Trump.
Right.
They do all this covert and overt things because we can see the evils they do. Have their knees on our necks. They're deporting our people to ICE, splitting the families, raping the women in those jails, those concentration camps. Right? Since we got to depart from these people, we look at these people still do all the evil they do and say they are saviors. They worship white Jesus. They talking about voting for Donald Trump. Keep reading.
Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest.
This ain't our rest. This ain't paradise. Paradise comes when the black Messiah come back and destroy all these nations because of the evil they did to us. That's gonna be our rest. That's gonna be our paradise. Yes, son?
You saying Panama ain't the motherland?
Hell nah.
Nicaragua ain't the motherland?
Hell nah.
What about Haiti?
No. Hell nah.
Jamaica?
No. Back to Haiti. Hell nah.
What about Rwanda?
No, not Rwanda too. John.
Congo?
No, none of it.
Okay. Hey, that goes into a lot of our people that got them flags hanging.
Right.
The flags in the window, the rear view mirror.
The back of their truck.
We gotta even in Israel, a lot of brothers and sisters still hold dear to their country, their native country. Bishop said, we gotta have pride in Israel.
Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem, in Christ. In our symbolisms as the 12 tribes, just how Bishop was going over the lion, the burro,
the standard,
the trees. No more Panama flag, Venezuelan flag, Colombian flag. Them was given to us by our oppressors. Still,
That's
you understand?
right.
I understand.
Right. And you still couldn't hang them on
right. Exactly.
Hey, let's continue the video. We're gonna go to 20 minutes and 3 seconds.
Working with the CIA and with Israeli arms dealers, Noriega helped...
Who else is involved in this? The Israelis. Amalek involved in everything.
Hey, it can't be no evil that happens around the earth without them at the root. That's why I say Israel. No, I'm sorry. That's why I say God and Amalek gonna have war through generation, bro. Dang, that's crazy.
Man.
Amalek.
Even
Jewish man.
Also, Don, even when you brought out the Weiss, that Weiss treaty, what you think that name Weiss come from? Don't that sound like Weiss men? Like, I feel like if you look deep enough, that's probably an Amalekite right there.
Bring it out.
That's that American and Jewish relationship goes back. I mean, for decades.
And they use us against each other because we hate each other. You know what I mean? We hate each other, so it's easy for the white men to use us against each other to conquer each other. You know?
Right. It all started in slavery with the Willie Lynch letter. They was able to soften us up, destroy us mentally. Now they are able to continue the division, divide, conquer, because it's easy now. But we waking up out of that through the Lord.
That's right.
Let's play that video.
Coordinate an arms supply network to provide weapons to Contra bases in northern Costa Rica.
It is by now undeniable that the same planes that were carrying arms from Panama into Costa Rica were also carrying drugs. And in fact, the people who were the pilots flying those arms to the Contras and flying drugs on up, eventually reaching the United States, have been indicted and are now serving time.
Wait, eventually reaching where?
The black neighborhoods.
Exactly.
Black, Hispanics, Native American neighborhoods.
And the white man, cold work. But you see how it didn't just stop in Panama. It hit Nicaragua, then Costa Rica. You know they was in Belize, Guatemala, all throughout Central America. Then to take the drugs that they coveted and stole from those areas and brought it into the Judite neighborhoods to get us strung on crack, and now we YNs.
Right. You know what's crazy? Look, this stuff. It's not like this is like a secret. They made a whole TV show about this. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Snowfall. Bro,
bodies.
Yeah. It's talking about this. It's talking about the perspective of the LA drug dealer, but it was still telling you the CIA was putting crack and stuff in our neighborhoods to fund this war. to get the weapons and all that.
Even in the music, Rick Ross. I know Noriega, the real Noriega.
Right.
He owed me 100 favors. His name, Rick Ross, goes back to Freeway Ricky Ross, who is a big drug kingpin who is on record saying, the CIA paid me to push crack and cocaine into these areas. The whole world knows, but now our people get mad when we say the white man the devil.
Right.
Don't make a lick of sense.
Come on.
Also, the cartel was created after that. All the cartels, the Mexican cartel, the Colombia cartel was created so they can control the drugs.
So now, and even today, now you have in Venezuela where you got the Secretary of State saying that Nicolas Maduro is the head of a cartel in which you created.
Right. Hey.
Boy, hell.
The hell is this? The Panama Deception.
Bombs!
Deception.
No bombs.
All right, play on.
Cool. Panama.
This operation essentially gave Manuel Noriega the assurance that they would turn a blind eye to his continued brokering of cocaine deals in return for using his network to get the arms to the Contras in northern Costa Rica.
Yeah, they try to say that's Noriega network, but America created that network. Play on to the stopping point.
Noriega's involvement in the drug traffic really increased his importance as a source for the CIA and as someone who was able to conduct dirty tricks in the region for the CIA. So it's no accident that the CIA became the most prominent defenders of Noriega against the drug charges, because that's the sort of thing which CIA
Where we at? What's the
clients
time?
tend to do.
Okay, play on.
Time after time, when we install strongmen in the third
See all
world,
these countries with the
because we
U.S.
want them
installed
to
men in? Play on, play it.
be strong, we want to see them involved with the strongest local
Argentina.
economic forces, which time after time are the drug traffic.
Same tactic they use over and over again. Look at this.
There was a genocide in Burma.
Despite Noriega's collaboration with many U.S. covert operations, he was becoming increasingly uncooperative with U.S. objectives in Central America. In 1984, he angered the Reagan administration by hosting Latin American leaders at the Contadora peace talks. The talks called for an end to U.S. intervention in Central American affairs.
Noriega was not the yes man that the United States wanted him to be.
So once he started uniting with his brothers, they was like, we don't want y'all to unite. Right? We thought this man was going to be the yes man we wanted him to be.
They came to him like, oh, you tripping, bro. You thought you had power?
Right.
You bugging.
Right.
No power over
No,
here.
you got no power. No, you going to do what we say do.
Yeah, he knew he was being used, and he was like, I'm tired of being used.
Right. He didn't know he just thought he had American friend. Nah, that's the price you got to pay. You was being used.
Hey, officer, again, it goes back to the beginning of the class when you brought out about Zebulun, how the correlation between back in the time when we was in the land, we was next to Tyre and Zidon, and we still a haven of ships. When you look at it, again, the Northern Kingdom kings, whenever there's a ruler over Northern Kingdom, they thought that they could go to Assyria and be cool. Like Assyria was cool. Like, nah, bro, you gonna do what I say because I want this land. Do what I'm telling you.
Message. Let's pick up at 2126.
Back in Washington, Noriega's opponents lobbied and testified against him, accusing him of murder, corruption, and drug
Now the
money.
U.S. created some opponents for him to overthrow him and take him out. They lobbying against Noriega. Play on.
The U.S. media quickly turned it into a major story.
United States, but relations with Panama are under a new cloud tonight because of news reports
Senator
alleging
Jesse Helms charged today
Stay
that the
media.
military strong.
Play on.
Man of Panama, Manuel Noriega, is the #1 drug trafficker in the Americas. Helm said depending on how the situation with Noriega...
Okay, here's where it begins.
And you know what's funny? Because this is all happening because, look, we got a house, right? I'm in my house. And Truda comes into my house. I tell him, no, get out of my house. And now he's getting the media against me saying I'm evil for not letting him rob me.
Hey, no,
how that make sense?
That's crazy because that actually happens in Colorado. Like people will break into your house and then like if you shoot them, they'll arrest you.
Who runs this world?
The devil.
Who makes these laws?
The devil.
That are corrupt and not just?
Satan.
All right, play on.
Investigations on Capitol Hill.
Faced with increased pressure, both in the U.S. and Panama, Noriega introduced a wave of brutal repression, attacking protesters in the streets and jailing hundreds of opponents. The Reagan administration now openly called for his removal.
We do want Noriega out of there and a return to a civilian democratic government.
They basically telling you either do what we say or else. Play on.
But behind the scenes, the administration was secretly negotiating with Noriega, promising not to indict him on drug charges if he would cooperate with U.S. objectives in Central America. Gabrielle Gemma, director of the Independent Commission of Inquiry on the U.S. invasion of Panama, spoke to Noriega about his negotiations with the U.S.
General Noriega told us that there were a number of demands placed on him directly, both through Poindexter and other meetings, where the State Department pressured him to change the Panamanian government's policy on several issues. He said that by far the most pressing was a demand by the United States that Noriega and the Panamanian government allow the U.S. to expand their military presence in Panama and to renegotiate the treaties to allow them to keep control over the 14 bases, military bases, that presently exist in Panama.
Noriega refused to agree to the U.S. demands or to relinquish his power in Panama. In February 1988, two U.S. federal grand juries in Florida indicted Noriega, accusing him of drug trafficking, money laundering, and racketeering.
Yeah. All right, see that?
Hey, so
they
officer,
thought they could make an agreement with Noriega.
So let me get this right. Even though the U.S. agreed by 1999 that they would step back from control of the Panama Canal, now they're saying in order for Noriega to not be imprisoned and targeted, he got to be okay with allowing the U.S. back in to take control of the canal.
Well, not back in, but allowing them to keep all their military presence.
Right. They
allowing
already
them
there.
to keep, Right. Allowing them to stay there.
So it's like they used Jimmy Carter. I said they because, you know, the president ain't really the dude running nothing.
Bring it out.
They used Jimmy Carter as a way to pacify the people in Panama and throughout Central America to be like, hey, yeah, we finna relinquish control. But secretly in their mind, they already had things set up to be like, hey, we're going to use this guy to come in on the back end. We're going to make it seem like y'all are very dangerous. That way we can keep control.
They had to create a plan to take it down.
Right.
They just need enough time, buy some time.
Damn, that's... Again, he think deep. You mind if I grab a scripture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Revelation 17.
Let's go.
He think deeply. He think deeply on these evil things that he does. That's why he like this dude, like Officer Jair brought out in Habakkuk. His mind ain't right. Stuff where we're like, so basically you told him to commit the crime and then you're gonna charge him for the crime. He's like, that's evil. Read that.
Crazy. The book of Revelations, chapter 17. And verse 1.
Come on!
And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
The great whore is Babylon, the great is America. America is that whore. Like Joshua said, whore. Read.
That sitteth upon many waters.
The sitteth upon many waters, meaning he everywhere. Just like we saw in the video, all those different places where he set up the coops at. Not just in the lands where Israel inhabits, in the land where Moab be, in the land where Ammon is, in the land where Ishmael is. Everywhere on earth he got to be at. Read.
with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Because ultimately, the goal of this was to take that so they can push their commerce all throughout the earth. So they can move from the Pacific to the Atlantic with ease. That was the whole goal, so that they could push their fornication, their commerce, their sin all around the world. Go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
And you see that with the way they did Noriega. They set him up. They say, hey, you going to do all this for me? And then when he wouldn't play ball, they used their media to turn the whole world against Noriega.
Message.
That's all right. Back to you, officer. Don.
All right, let's finish out that. I mean, the next timestamp.
Supported candidates who had been leading in vote tallies were brutally beaten on the streets of Panama City in front of rolling TV cameras.
So now the people were against the candidates that the Americans set up, and they just pulled them out in the street, beat them, everything. But that was the U.S. was able to use that on the media. Y'all gonna see how the U.S. was using their media. Play on.
The assailants were alleged to be Noriega's dignity battalions, although none were ever identified. It was a photo opportunity that crystallized world public opinion against Noriega.
Here we go again.
Good evening.
Here
The
go. I'm
violence in
sorry.
Panama.
Here go all your Jewish ran, Amalek ran news networks to spread lies throughout the earth. Go ahead.
Come on! Escalated sharply this evening when government goons attacked candidates opposed to General Manuel Noriega.
Were attacked and beaten up on the streets of Panama City. Guillermo Endara and one of
the opposition presidential candidate was beaten and injured during the day by backers of military.
Later, the presidential candidate Endara was released from the hospital. It has been confirmed that he was attacked by goons.
Goons. Hey, that's crazy work. Goons. Just goons. Thugs.
And you might say, oh, how is that a lie? We seen what they was doing. It's a lie because how can you create the environment for a whole population to be angry, oppressed, poor? You know what I'm saying? Don't have ownership, sovereignty of their lives. But and when they rise up and say, hey, you know, we want control of our territories, our canal. Then you put the camera on them and say, look at these goons. That's the propaganda that they push, man.
Not even that. They're saying it was Noriega's men that were doing that. That was a regular person.
Right.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Like, I don't like you said, I just don't like the evil you trying to do.
Same thing they saying with Maduro now.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
He got his, what they call them?
His hit squad.
Hit squad and all this. I mean, people crazy.
No, Officer Dunn, you're 100% on point because they do the same thing. They tried to bring in that Malachite, and they were like, yo, this is the president we pushing. He's the actual president. And all the people in Venezuela was like, no, they not. No way, I didn't vote for this dude.
Right.
Yeah, the jackals, the economic hitmen.
Yeah, obviously the same thing happened with Biden. Biden bring all the Venezuelans here. They give him, food, free shelter, and then he was just setting him up for Trump to come and now get him deported.
Right.
And use that against Maduro because, he's saying like, oh, Maduro government is not good, but he was taking the people back to Venezuela.
Oh, yo, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Basically, the setup was bring all these Venezuelans in here.
Right.
Let them feel like they good. And then Donald Trump going to come behind me and make them seem like evil monsters. Right. And now we can blame Nicolas Maduro for it so we can come in and take all that oil.
Yeah, that's what they said. Venezuela
hit the bomb!
The goons, the game bangers, Tren de Vagua.
Right. That's why that Panama, when they was talking about earlier, is it's going to be used as a central point for future wars and conquests.
Because they want to take the oil of Venezuela.
Yeah.
That's for United States. But eventually they want to take the oil, so that's a way to go into Venezuela.
Yep. All right, let's continue.
Day, President Bush ordered 2,000 additional troops into Panama.
See that? Now he sent troops into Panama. Let's go towards that next timestamp. So it's like, okay, we was able to use our propaganda, our media, everything's going as planned. We're setting up the stage to invade Panama. All right, let's go to the next timestamp.
Officer Don, and I see, you know, it's crazy. Like Officer Jonah brought out, all of this is right in front of us. This ain't no old or new video that you putting out. This is from a minute ago, right? So it's like our people, like God says, we idiots. We're sottish children. But that's why the bishops, Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Yawasah, Bishop Canal, the deacons, the captains, the men being raised up as leaders are so dangerous. Because we bringing out all this information like, yo, y'all see what these people doing? That's dangerous. That knowledge and the application of God's laws is dangerous. It's the destruction of this white man.
And that's what Bishop was talking about last night. We don't need no guns. We don't need no weapons. All we got to do is just reveal the wicked with the Bible. Our greatest power is reading the Bible out loud and applying what it says. That's the greatest weapon on the world.
Hey, to back you up real quick, can I get Psalms 2 and 1? Get Psalms 2 and 1.
Come on!
We'll just get to the point. Get verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Let's go!
Let us break their bands asunder.
Because that is the goal of Esau, the so-called white man, right? Our bands is our unity amongst all 12 tribes, the blacks, Hispanic, and indigenous, right? Read it again.
Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
And that, like you said, officer, that's why our leadership, the bishops and deacons, are so dangerous, because we are bringing this history out that our conditions have been orchestrated the same way throughout America, Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, throughout Africa, because we don't learn this in school. You know what I'm saying? We learn about Jim Crow, the oppression of the Negro in America, but we don't know that they did the same thing in Panama. You understand what I'm saying? So just to your point, us teaching unity amongst the 12 tribes and the laws of God is the most dangerous thing on earth.
You're right about that. All right, let's continue.
December 20th, U.S. troops invaded Panama. The invasion was codenamed Operation Just Cause. Shortly after midnight, U.S. troops simultaneously attacked 27 targets, many of which were in densely populated areas. One of the primary targets in Panama City was the headquarters of the Panamanian Defense Forces, located in the crowded neighborhood of El Chorrillo. U.S. troops shelled
the poor neighborhoods, the military, the communities. Play on.
Area for 4 hours before moving in and calling for surrender.
We ask you to surrender. If you do not, we are prepared to level each and every building. Surrender now.
About 10 minutes after they've been speaking this surrender, surrender, we start to hear the helicopters start to bomb the quartel and start to use their laser ray and things like that. So we hit the ground.
It soon became clear that the objectives were not limited only to military targets. According to witnesses, many of the surrounding residential neighborhoods were deliberately attacked and destroyed.
The helicopters were heavily armed, firing powerful machine guns and rockets, and they were firing indiscriminately. They weren't just looking for military targets. They were firing at many civilians. People were running all over, trying to escape.
It's the same thing they doing Israel doing today. In Palestine, they don't give a damn. That's why it says they are the wicked. They border of wickedness, the beginning and the end of wickedness, because they don't give a damn who they kill. Like it says, no matter where they go, they're gonna bring death. They don't care. Like it says, Number 28, and what was that 49:50? Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Death don't care. The wicked don't care. They're gonna take what they want because the Lord, they have the power to do so because we're ourselves not right. We're not keeping the commandments. We're not doing what we have to do to be established, to be that country, that city that the Lord called us to be.
That's right. Let's start. Go to the next timestamp. Y'all go ahead while they getting it if y'all got some. Let's put.
They killed the people with lasers. I'm sorry, lasers. Bishop bring it out all the time. They use lasers. They use this 1980s. They use futuristic weaponry to kill civilians. That's a war crime. That goes against the Geneva Conventions. These people are the devil.
They don't give a damn. No convention, no rules they put out. They break every rule they establish, just like how they break every treaty they make. They don't give a damn. They gonna do what they feel like they're doing. What feel like they want to do. They just in their own eyes.
All right.
Why it was called Just Cause.
Damn.
Let's get that next timestamp. So look what they did. Just play on.
We were sending in.
It looks like Gaza.
And airstrikes against a very heavily populated urban area. There was absolutely no question that there were going to be immense numbers of civilian casualties.
We walked among the dead and saw the tanks run over and crush our dead. We saw a great number of civilian cars with whole families inside. Kids, women, and the driver torn to pieces and crushed by the tanks.
Yeah, they used laser guns and everything. They destroyed the people. Tanks. They used new military equipment. Let's get the next timestamp going if we finish there.
And also, it's like Bishop said, I believe it was Bishop said, man, if this, I think it was Deacon Malachi that said, if this don't piss you off, man, something is wrong with your spirit. If you're Black, Hispanic, Native American, and this don't piss you off to the point where you want to stand up against this stuff, man, something wrong with you.
Right. We don't never try to educate ourselves. All this stuff be out there.
Right.
We just listen to what they say on the news, on the media, and we can see that we showing you that media that they have is just false propaganda. It's not real. It's fake news.
Or even like, how can you sit there and try to defend this and be like, well, save them though.
Bro.
These people have been doing this for 500 years.
Come on!
But you want to save them? You want to save the same person that will hop in a tank and drive over a family with little kids in it? That's you cool with that?
That's why I say the man of sin must first be revealed.
Man, that's
you gotta know who
right.
the devil is. So right, it matters. You got something?
That's come on, I gotta finish this.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. They don't teach that in Panama. They don't teach the history in Panama. So you ask people now, and this age, they worry more about Cardi B, Karol G. They worry about pop and stuff, but they don't care about the history. They don't care about.
Bring it out.
Karol G, Karol G. No, I said they don't care about the history. Like people from the Zebulun.
Right,
you are
I
from
got
Zebulun, you know what I mean? Like they don't care about your history. You don't care about that. These people took your land to build this Canal, and now.
Well, yeah, we brainwashed. I mean, They went in. Look, they systematically destroyed the people, whole neighborhoods.
Right.
They're just like the so-called blacks today. They think they good.
Right.
Hey, we like that everywhere. Hey, play the next timestamp.
U.S. military also targeted the Panamanian media. Radio stations were
They
immediately
targeted the Panamanian media. Just keep playing.
taken over and destroyed. U.S. forces occupied TV stations and began transmitting their own signal. Many journalists were either arrested or fired.
They arrested the
One
journalists.
of Panama's largest daily newspapers, La Repubblica, was raided, ransacked and closed down by
Newspapers.
American troops. The U.S. military's control over all of the media was so effective
All the media.
that there is almost no video footage of the first 3 days of the invasion other than what was shot by the military's own camera crews.
Meaning
Wow.
all them lasers and them futuristic weapons they used on the people, they scrubbed that from the earth and only kept what they wanted to show you. Just like they did when they came here in 1492, just like they did to us in slavery. They don't go through half the evil things that they did to us.
Hey, this is the evil. Play on. Let's get the next timestamp. Yeah, it's showing you, hey, the atrocities that happened. What they did, they went in, they took out the military, they took out all the media, they destroyed the people that had the mindset of revolutionaries. They killed thousands of them. They took all them out. Right now, you got a new group of people in there. Just like they killed all the leaders in America everywhere. Now you got people that are subservient to what's going on. Docile, in agreement, psychological warfare.
Bring it
That's
out.
what they did. Destroy everybody. So now when you see the people today, you wondering why they won't say nothing. This is why. It's the blood. Through blood. That's how they rule. It's through blood, because thou has not hated blood, blood will pursue you. Let's play that next timestamp.
One of the objectives of the invasion, main objective, was to destroy the PDF. Why? The treaty, the Panama Canal Treaty, they state clearly that the year 2000, Panama will be responsible for the security, the safety of the canal. To be responsible for the safety of a nation, you need to have an army. The elimination, the liquidation of the PDF means the extension, the continuity of the United States present as the only military force in our nation, which historically is the United States position.
That's been historically the United States position. They want to maintain that position, right? The United States military presence has been historically their position, is what he's saying. That was their goal. Play on.
Lo que ellos realmente están buscando es quedarse en Panamá.
What they really want is to stay in Panama after the year 2000, and that is what they have achieved. To destroy the Panamanian Defense Forces, to impose a government complacent with U.S. interests, and to make Panama the control center for all of Latin America.
To impose a government complacent with U.S. interests. And what is she saying? To impose what? Rewind a little bit.
What they really want is to stay in Panama after the year 2000, and that is what they have achieved. To destroy the Panamanian Defense Forces, to impose a government complacent with U.S. interests, and to make Panama the control center for all of Latin America.
Panama, the control center of all Latin America. Now they can launch attacks, everything from Panama. Steal more land, go into Venezuela. Hey, these people, strategic devils. Play on.
De toda América Latina.
The invasion sets the stage for the wars of the 21st century.
They set the stage for the
South
wars of the
America.
21st century.
The 2,000-mile invasion from Washington to Panama City took place primarily with bases from the United States. The essential value of the Southern Command is to give another 2,000 miles of intervention capability, which takes us right into the heart of the Andean coca-producing region, where the wars of
All
the
right,
next
stop.
decade
You see that?
are.
I think Bolivia is a part of BRICS today. So I think they're going to try to go into Venezuela, and they're going to go in and try to destabilize Bolivia, all of that next. This is the central station to go into to just retake all South America. And they all know this. They all seen this years ago. Come on! But play on.
Are entirely likely to take place.
All right, yeah, these people are Man, we can see. So we playing what's going on. We showing you, hey, the mindset of these people. They go in and all the land that they have conquered, everything they have taken has been done through bloodshed. Indiscriminate against kids, old people. It didn't matter. Straight bloodshed. They kill whole communities, everything. Let's pull up that last timestamp to see what was their overall goal and what they accomplished.
In March 1991, President Guillermo Endara proposed a constitutional amendment that would forever abolish Panama's right to have an army. Later that year, a law was passed by the United States Congress to renegotiate the Panama Canal treaties to ensure
they forever abolished Panama's right to have an army. Then they renegotiated, right? The Carter Treaty. But play on.
For continued U.S. military presence in Panama, on the grounds that Panama was no longer capable of defending the canal.
Damn. Look at that. That's the deception. The Panama, it was all about the Panama, control of the Panama Canal, right? And to wipe out any opposition against the U.S., right? To go in and kill all the revolutionary type minds, right? Now they have a docile people.
Bring it out.
Right? A people that conforms to whatever the U.S. put in policy, to them being there. Now, if you go ask the average Panamanian person, they're going to, just like in America, well, what about the white man? Mentally destroyed. Y'all got anything?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull out your last scriptures.
Yeah, let me get Job chapter 20, because what Officer Don is bringing out is heavy. What this white man has done on the earth is evil, especially to us.
Come on!
So-called Panamanians, you are from the tribe of Zebulun. You're not no Panamanian. You're not no land of butterflies. You're not no deep waters. You're not Nicaraguan. You're not Costa Rican. You're not Guatemalan. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Zebulun. America is going to pay for the evil that they've done to us. Go ahead, read that.
That's right.
What verse?
Job 20 and start at verse 5.
The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 5.
Let's go.
My bad.
Verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth?
So this is the law. This was the rule instated into the earth when Christ made it. Go ahead.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
So we see everything that this man has done. The wicked is Esau, the so-called white man. America is the wicked. That the triumphing of what?
That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Meaning all his happy, I'm proud to be America. I can go into your country and steal from you and kill you and say you can't have no army. That's short-lived. It's almost over. It's almost over. That's why you gotta repent and come back to the law. Read.
And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
And like Officer Jair said, they're hypocrites. They say they do one thing, they say one thing, do the other. They set you up with different, making you have drugs and do all these evil things, and then they try to convict you for it. Read.
Come on.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Though they can go to the moon, though they can show you that they think themselves to be God and Jesus, though they can drop bombs on you and shoot lasers on you. Go ahead.
And his head reach unto the clouds.
Read.
Yet he shall perish forever.
When Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, returned to the earth, he gonna kill him, and there will be no more left of the house of Esau. Read.
Like his own dung.
Like his own excrement, his own poop.
Right.
He ain't gonna be no more. Read.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream.
It's gonna be like, hey man, do you remember white people? White what?
White what?
What are you talking
Come
about?
on.
There was you gonna forget. When you repent, come back to your nationality as an Israelite, endure what's about to come and keep God's commandments in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna be like, man, I can't even believe they ruled over us. I can't believe they even did that to us.
Right. Yeah, to your point, Revelations 22 and 14. Because, yeah, we see all the stuff that's going on, and we understand that, well, we should now understand the wicked of Esau, the so-called white man, are the wicked. And all the things that they have done to us, they're going to get judged for it. But ourselves, we got to do something. Read.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14.
Let's go.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
You so-called Hispanics, the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Panamanians, Venezuelans, go ahead.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
We need to keep the Lord's commandments in the midst of all our trials and tribulations and oppression that we're going through. Go ahead.
They may have right to the tree of life. And may enter in through the gates into the city.
Eternal life in the kingdom of heaven, paradise. That only comes with us keeping the commandments. Keep reading.
For without our dogs.
But if you don't want to do that, what dogs? Go ahead.
And sorcerers. And whoremongers, and murderers.
What else?
And idolaters.
Last one.
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
For all those so-called Hispanics that still love these people that did all the evil to us, guess what? You are never going to enter into paradise. You will never not know what rest looks like. You will always know oppression, and then after death, like it says in 2nd Esdras, you're going to know it by pain. We can't love these people. We can't try to unite with these people because these people are evil, and every way they touch brings death. All right? We got to keep the commandments of God. These people are not our saviors.
Right. Hey, let me get Isaiah 61.
That's right.
Isaiah 61. Because believe it or not, this Bible is for you. This Bible is for our people only. Contrary to Catholicism, Christianity, Christ came for the Israelites only, you so-called Panamanians, Latinos. You understand? That's one thing we have to realize.
That's right.
Read that, Isaiah 61 and 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 61 and verse 1.
Let's go.
The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Right, so the good news is to the meek. It's to our people that's willing to be obedient to the laws of God, right? Read.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
And that's what we're doing. We're the brokenhearted. Our people have our spirits have been broken. Not only do the people of Panama don't know their biblical identity as the Israelites, they keep having hope in a system that is constantly vexing them, constantly lying to them.
Come on!
You understand? We are the brokenhearted. If you see that video, our people laying on the street, bloodied up, families in cars, what you think that does to the next generations after that? We broken, read.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
And we not free, like the officer mentioned. We are not free. We are still captive under the hand of America and the European powers around throughout the globe. Read.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Right. Read.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
The acceptable year is the black Messiah, Jesus Christ, is coming back because he loves us, because he cares for us, because he's tired of the oppression that we are going through. That's the good news. That's the acceptable year of the Lord that's coming soon. Read.
And the day of vengeance.
The day of what?
Vengeance.
Read.
Of our God.
Vengeance is coming. It's a good thing to pray for vengeance. Stop loving the damn white man, asking him for a handout, reparations, and pray for vengeance against these people. Read.
To comfort all that mourn.
We are the ones that's mourning, and our comfort is in keeping the commandments and warring spiritually. We not picking up guns. We not radicalizing nobody to do nothing physical. Our war is in keeping the laws of God in the faith of our King.
That's right.
That's all praise.
All praise to the Most High. All praise. Y'all bringing that out. Let's get the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 1.
Let's go.
Let's bring it out.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
This law endureth forever. The laws of God endure forever. That's what we got to realize. It's what you Panamanians have to realize, which is Zebulun. Zebulun, you have to realize the book of the law endure forever. Read.
All they that keep it.
All they that what?
Keep it.
Shall do what?
Shall come to life.
In order for you to come to life, you have to keep the commandments of God. You have to keep the commandments of God. Read.
But such as leave it shall die.
Such as leave it shall die. We are the walking dead. The dead can't prosper. It takes life to prosper. It takes life to grow. It takes life to flourish. Dead, if you die, that means perish. Read on.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
Turn ye, O Zebulun. Read.
And take heed of it.
Take heed of the commandments of God. Read.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light. Read.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That you may shine. Get the book of Matthew. That you may be the light into the world.
That's right.
Right now we're not looking like the light of the world. We have to shine and be illuminated. Read that. 13.
Matthew chapter 5 and
14.
Verse 14.
Let's go.
Ye are the light of the world.
We are the what?
Ye are the light of the world.
Turn and keep the commandments so we can be that light of the world. Read.
A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Because the light cannot be hidden. The light cannot be hidden. That's why we have to turn to keep the commandments of God. We have to turn back to God. So all these curses can be reversed.
That's right.
Pastor Dyer?
Oh, great. Yeah, if you want to reverse the curse and not be deceived in Panama, we have a school here in Denver, 9034 East Easter Place. Also, you can visit IsraelUnite.org, find a school near you. We all over the world. We got a school in Panama. We got schools all throughout Central and Latin America, Africa. So that means you need to, boom, right here. Donate to the Booster Club. Donate so we can continue to send the prophets all around the world to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel and be that light. Back to you, officer.
Hey, shout out to our leadership, our bishop, deacons, captains. Shout out to them. Hey, because of them, we here. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Also give a shout out to the AV team.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey, the live audience we got.
All right.
Hey, who we got on the ones and twos here? Officer Uriel.
Say what? That's right. Say what?
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, we's bringing it out tonight. Hey, hopefully y'all able to see what's going on and our people can wake up out of the sleep that they're in. Hey, because we got to bring this darkness to the light. Everything that's going on has to be seen. Esau must be revealed.
Right.
And with that, I'm Officer Dunn, and we have been to the right. To my right.
Officer Asadar.
To his right.
Officer Jair.
To his right.
Officer Jonah.
To his right.
Officer Yochanan.
And we have been the
Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes.
At the unity that you see among us, we're no different from you. We come out of your communities. We're the same people that live right beside you. If we can organize, what the hell is wrong with you?
Pull up by that corner in the hood, you gon' see the signs too hard in the paint. We stay way up past. I ain't teachers in the street, and you know we ain't discreet. We gon' make you see what they don't want you to see.